As an initial company in the distribution business, we had a varied product mix of softwoods and hardwoods. We also handled a great deal of Honduras mahogany, genuine mahogany. Of course, with the treaty to stop the movement of mahogany out of Brazil into the States and other areas of the world, we lost that product. And from that point on, our import mix became kind of a bleak thing for us. We didn't have a lot of inventory to sell from. Looking for a replacement species was very difficult. So about 3 years ago, we bought a company called Craig Imports, and we brought them in, and they are now our import company. We handle a varied degree of imported woods. Where red Grandis comes in, red Grandis is a species that comes out of Uruguay in South America. It is a species that can be used as a substitute for mahogany, sapele, different types of tropical hardwoods. It has a kind of pinkish red color, and it finishes very well. The finish qualities are very similar to cherry and or mahogany itself, so it is a great product in lieu of that. It's also an FSC product that is certified. It's controlled growth on plantations, which gives it its certification, and it is by far a superior product.
One of the things I was always uncomfortable with over many years was the fact that the material that we were using to build our conservatories and other products, much of it was sourced from hardwood rainforests. And although it was claimed that that the material we were buying was replanted and sustainable, I never really believed that. So when a timber was presented that was fully certificated and guaranteed to be from plantation sources, and this could be proved by a chain of custody, that was a very big incentive to look into it further.
At the moment, most of the people using and buying timber in the world don't have sustainability as one of their highest priorities in making their purchasing decisions.
Red Grandis is a eucalyptus that is now grown widely in plantation.
Forestry in Uruguay is a fairly new activity developed over the last 25 years. In 1988, the family got into the forestry business. We're all committed to keeping it going, not just the first generation of brothers who started the business, but our sons and nephews too. We concentrated on developing high-quality seeds and cloning the best specimens for wood production. By pruning, we get rid of branches that will cause knots or defects in the wood. And by thinning, we give more space to the best specimens so they can grow to a good size. And the aim is to produce trees that are 60 centimetres in diameter within about 20 years.
Eurofor Cofusa, they've been very active in making sure that all of their forest practices are sustainable. They have, so the certification is one manifestation of their commitment to sustainability. But in addition to that commitment to sustainability, I mean, their whole silviculture and tree improvement program, every time they harvest one of their plantations, they immediately replant it, and with better material that will grow faster, be more disease resistant, and still maintain a wide genetic diversity. So the combination of their silviculture practices and their tree improvement program ensure that they will be able to do this in Uruguay for many, many generations to come. Kofusa harvests about every 20 years, and they immediately replant. So it's a very easy species to replant, and as they replant, they can continue those rotations of plantation grown in hardwoods in a very sustainable way. They have developed truly world-class silviculture, tree improvement programs that are not only sustainable, but also productive. And so, once again, we're always shooting for this triple bottom line sustainability. We want economic sustainability so that the company can exist, but we also want social sustainability and environmental sustainability, and I think they've done a nice job of blending those three different objectives.
Well, obviously, I think it makes a lot of difference to all customers. At the end of the day, everybody wants to be able to use timber and use it for a long time to come. Sustainability, obviously, is one of those things that we require to be able to do this.
The focus of our business is restaurants, and working in the South, outdoor patios are very popular. Designers always want to work wood into the exteriors as well as the interiors. And we've been trying to satisfy that desire for years and never really had much success. Teak is outrageously expensive. Ipe is very difficult to work with. And other than that, white oak and mahogany would be the only other thing that would work. And here again, the price points are higher than the red Grandis. It was a natural fit for the Atlanta fish market to do these outdoor tables out of red Grandis. When finished, they give you the appearance of mahogany. They were done in an old-timey style with painted legs and skirts on them, you know, to fit in with the theme of the Atlanta fish market.
We have a customer called Natural Body Day Salon here in Atlanta. We've done projects all over the country. She's very green-minded. She likes to use a lot of FSC certified woods, and when the red Grandis came along, it was a perfect opportunity to work these into her projects. The first time we used it was about 3.5, 4 years ago. Local supplier brought it to us, said, here, try it out. We used it in a planked up bar top for an exterior bar. Worked out beautifully. It's been there 3.5, 4 years. It still looks great, looks as good as the day we put it in.
Well, originally we were looking at actually Ipe as a product to use, and as we started to look into it, we were more concerned about the coloration over time and the way that it changes. And so when red Grandis was brought to us, we were able to actually see the quality of the material, the lightweight aspects of it. I think for this project, because of our color palette for the house, being sort of a neutral gray tone, is the color. That's what really drove us to really want to use this wood.
Typically, if an architect or a designer calls in wanting a tropical species, depending on the product and the use, particularly if it's an exterior application, we'll recommend the red Grandis. You've seen it in exterior furniture, so it's well known that it's very suitable for exterior applications as far as density, weather resistance, and stability. Typically, it's about 70% of the cost of some of the other alternative import species. What we found in this product is it's very stable. It also doesn't have some of the problematic issues that the Spanish cedars will have for bleeding, with availability and link structure. So for exterior molding and trim packages, it's done really well.
Well, red Grandis is uniformed in colour. It's a durable timber, so it's on the tooling side it's very good. It doesn't hurt the tools at all. You can run 1,000 metres in one go before you even have to sharpen the cutters. It's very clean timber. It comes in pre-planed, hit and miss, so it is clean before you actually even put it through the machine. And also, when it's a timber that's actually pre-planed or pre-surfaced as it is, you can see any defects before you actually put it through the machine. Not that there are that many with red Grandis.
Eurofor has 60 Hildebrand kilns that they use all in-house drying. They have recently instated all NHLA grading rules, particularly keyed in on defects, sap stain, those sort of issues. We've really tried to address and clean up the product for the U.S. market, both within grading rules as well as the moisture content, which is a little bit different than the other markets that they penetrate.
I first saw red Grandis in the UK marketplace. It's being used by window and door manufacturers and also in interior architectural millwork for conservatories. Today it is the species of choice in restaurant tables, outdoor garden furniture, architectural plantation shutters, millwork, interior doors, and cabinetry. From a technical perspective, red Grandis offers exceptional performance and is available in abundance for generations to come.